Hello, Pokemon trainers, and welcome to the King's Courts. Okay, so just like last week, we have a couple battles here to go over. This is part 13, man, 13, shit, dang, of what I like to call the Path to Power series. This is a series where I try to climb the online Pokemon VGC ladder, and I record the matches and bring them back here to try to go over them in a commentary style to go over each move I made play by play, and also try to give an idea of what my mindset was at the time, and overall try to also rewatch them myself to try to get, improve my own skills. And that's actually pretty much everything. So, I'm using the same team I've been using for a couple of weeks now. Actually, I think though this might be the last time I use this one, at least here on the channel because I've been really enjoying it. But it's been a couple of weeks now, and I want to try a different team. I want to try someone. I might try someone like Electabuzz because I saw like the latest poll recently, and Electabuzz has been getting a lot of use again. So I might try that again because I never actually used it before. So let me know in the comments if you got any suggestions for any teams out there you want to see. And so that's pretty much it. Like I said, so my Incineroar is going to terrestrialize into Ghost. Now, when I did this is mainly because I wanted to avoid any crazy damage from the Gyarados. Even though the Ceruledge is Ghost, but I had a feeling it wasn't really going to go for Incineroar because obviously Porygon 2 is obviously the Trick Room setter, and pretty much everyone knows that, so they were obviously going to go for my Porygon. So I managed to fake out their Gyarados so they didn't hit anything, and now I'm pretty much just contemplating what to do now because yes, I can take care of the Ceruledge, but I don't actually have anything, at least not specifically made to take care of the Gyarados. I actually wasn't expecting that, which is sad because Gyarados is actually my one of my top favorite Pokemon, definitely top five. Love Gyarados. So, but I don't have like an electric type on me right now. So they're gonna go out into the stapler. This is what me and my friends call it because it does look kind of like a stapler. Well, not like a stapler, more like one of those things people used to use to remove staples from papers. Anyone else think that, or is it just me? I know it's based off a bridge in Japan, the Ryu something. I'm very bad with names. And I'm gonna go on to Torkoal. Man, Torkoal. Jesus, freaking killed. It slayed this week. It went insane. That sun really, really comes in handy. So they're going to use Crunch. So it's a good thing I switched down into Torkoal because that means that they're going to use Crunch on my Incineroar who was terrestrialized into Ghost. Although luckily I did Intimidate, so it probably wouldn't knock out, but I don't want to use the Citrus Berry just yet. So Torkoal's going to go Earth Power on their Pokemon. Now this is good because even though Stamina will kick in, Stamina only increases physical defense, so that's good for me. So, and I'm also I just went for Porygon to use Ice Beam, just do a little extra chip damage. And so the Aura Speared, and they're gonna Waterfall. Okay, I got the Sun out, so water moves are already weakened, and it already intimidated once. So since Waterfall is a physical move, that Gyarados' attack really didn't do much, even if it was super effective. Thank goodness. So now I'm just gonna make my next move, and I'm just trying to basically play around. Now, because the first Earth Power almost was enough to knock out their Pokemon, I'm just gonna use it again and just use Ice Beam on the Gyarados and try to do, like I said, some more chip damage. Because unfortunately, now that I think about it, maybe it wouldn't have been a bad idea to Terra Blast or something. But I went with Ice Beam because I was actually expecting it. Well, I went with Recover here first. I kept keeping. I went with Recover actually. Now that I think about it, because if I can, because none of its moves are super effective on Porygon 2, so I didn't have to worry about them knocking it out. And man, like I said, Torkoal is tanking those hits. So now that they have Ceruledge left and one more Pokemon, so I'm in an okay position right here, and I still have my Incineroar, my Ursaluna. So actually, I'm in a better position actually than I think. So they're going to send out their Ceruledge probably to take advantage of the sun that's still out. Most likely they want to go after my Porygon 2 is what I was thinking. So I'll just leave Porygon 2 there for now and just have Torkoal try to do some more damage. So let's see. Yep, Earth Power again because luckily the Trick Room is still up. But man, it only did like barely almost half. So what can you do? So another Ice Beam, and they're going to go Bitter Blade. That actually did a good amount. Man, I'm not going to lie, Ceruledge is really cool looking. Anyone else see that new animation Pokemon put out recently? That was really cool. Unfortunately, Torkoal gets knocked out, but it tanked so many hits. That thing is dang. Okay, so but it looks like their Gyarados also going to be knocked out. I guess it was Life Orbed, and the dimensions went back to normal. Now this actually isn't a bad thing because they may have Ceruledge out, but my Incineroar is going to go out, which is going to set off an Intimidate and lower the. Now I actually lucked out here. I wasn't expecting Lucario, so this is good for me because Intimidate will affect both of them. So again, that's good. But I forgot Inner Focus. Now, when I saw the Inner Focus, I had to change up my plan because what I was originally going to do was just going to same thing I did first turn. I was going to just fake out and then set up the Trick Room again. But with Inner Focus, I'm like, okay, that's not going to do anything. And fake out won't affect Ceruledge because it's Ghost Fire. So I'm in a weird position. So I just decided, you know what? The sun is out. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz and try to knock it out because I know Lucarios usually don't have like the best defense. So it's going to E-Speed. And, okay, Porygon tanked it. Thank goodness. Shadow Claw on my Incineroar. Okay. Makes sense. Not enough, though, to set off the Citrus Berry. And Flare Blitz is going to take out the Lucario. All right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I had a feel. Yeah, I knew Incineroar was going to take some recoil. But that will actually set off the berry. So I'm in a pretty good position. And the Trick Room goes up. So even if they do manage to knock out Incineroar or Porygon 2, Ursaluna will easily take care of it. And the sun is gone too, so they're not getting that boost either. So I pretty much actually got this already. Okay, I just decided to go for the Recover again, just for the extra longevity, because again, crazy things do happen. You never know. Like crits can be a thing. Like I think we both already got a crit earlier. Let's go over the knockoff and take it, and there you go. Ceruledge is done. Man, Ceruledge is so cool looking. I can't lie. Okay, oh, it had the charcoal. Okay, so I guess the Gyarados was life orbed. All right, I guess the first win. Like I said before, I go for like a best 2 out of 3. So, I mean not best 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5. Dang. So that's the first one. See if I can keep this going. All right, now we're gonna go into game 2. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I remember this. Oh man, I remember this. Yep, I knew it. This person I think was trying to troll, or I've never heard of this strategy before. Oh man, this Quaxley is so annoying. You'll see. Man, I underestimated this team actually when I first saw this. When they first sent out their Ceruledge and Quaxley, I was like, okay, am I being trolled? And then I saw what they were going for. I'm like, okay, no, this is actually a pretty good idea. Man, it hits me with one of the most annoying moves out there. So, at first, like I said, I was underestimating this team, and I was thinking, okay, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to terrestrialize like I did earlier because right now there's really nothing. I mean, yeah, because I'm just going to fake out in the Quaxley and just set up the Trick Room. And Ceruledge, I mean, it's Fire Ghost, and neither of its moves will really do much to Incineroar. But I forgot about close combat. Man, I don't know why I forgot. So basically, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna play it safe. So they're gonna terrestrialize. They're gonna terrestrialize their Ceruledge into fire. Okay, so they just want to remove the ghost weakness. Makes sense. I mean, with Incineroars everywhere right now, and the knockoff, yeah, that makes sense. So like I said, I was going over the fake out and the Quaxley, which is words I never thought I'd say. And okay, so it's super. Okay, that makes sense. So they're going for like a weak armor thing. The fake out didn't work, so I guess it's wearing that cloak. I forgot what it's called. The cloak that my jump up's actually wearing. So they're gonna go for the close comment on the Porygon too. Oh man, that almost knocked out my Porygon. That almost had knocked it. So luckily though, it managed to tank it. So I do manage to get the Trick Room set up. Now I don't want to lose Porygon just yet. So I'm just gonna go for like knockoff, try to do some damage, and just recover right here. Yeah, even though it removed the weakness, if that hit was crazy, so I want to knock off whatever item it has. So I'm just gonna terrestrialize as well to remove the weakness in case it close combat my Porygon again. Ah man, just like last week, I mentioned that my Porygon 2, I use poison, terrestrialized poison, and I was playing online, but like on my own time, just trying to increase my rank. And unfortunately, that came up to bite me in the butt. So I might actually just go with Ghost. Terrestrialized Ghost on my Porygon 2. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Oh man, I hate Encore. Although good on my opponent, that was a good read right there. But dang, I really hate Encore when it's used used on you. Obviously, when you use on your opponent, it's great. But man, it's one of those moves that it just stings with it, especially if you use like Fake Out or like even in videos before I've gotten hit with Encore on Porygon 2 when I've used Trick Room. Man, does it sting? So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna switch out my Incineroar and go into Ursaluna. I'll keep and I'm gonna recover one more time. Basically, I'm just trying to keep my Pokemon to live this turn. So I'm just gonna go for recover one more time. Okay, let's see. Can't that Quaxley. Man, Donald Duck is staring me down. Okay, Incineroar, come back, and like I said, I'm gonna switch on to my Ursaluna. I went with Ursaluna because, like I said, I don't want to lose Incineroar just yet, and it should be able to take some hits. So it's gonna go for Shadow Sneak on my Porygon. Dang, it does take care of it. Dang. But luckily, Ghost moves won't do anything to Ursaluna. The only downside that Quaxley is running Aqua Jet, so that could be an issue later. But luckily, the Flame Orb's going to kick in, so I'm lucky there. I was going to go for Torkoal right here. Now, I went with Torkoal because even though, yes, my opponent is running a Ceruledge with fire, like it's terrestrialized into pure fire, so it would increase its power. I was thinking to myself, okay, I don't want to take the chance of that Quaxley using Aqua Jet on Ursaluna, so I'm just going to do it just to set up the Sun to remove that. Because I was thinking, okay, I'm going to protect on Torkoal, and Earthquake should definitely be enough to take care of the Ceruledge. Because it already close combated once, so its defenses are low. It's basically what I was thinking. Okay, let's see. I really like Ursaluna. Let's see. Ah, man, these communications, I swear, sometimes it really lags. Okay, cool. So they're going to withdraw their Ceruledge, and they're going to go out into their Mr. Drift. Agudra. That's pretty cool. So, like I said, I'm just going to protect and just, again, no matter what, this Quaxley should be cooked. Because even if it's running Eviolite, that there's no way it should be able to take a hit from a max physical attack Ursaluna. Yep. Alright, so that takes care of that shenanigans. But the Gudra is still alive, but it's pretty much close to, being KO'd, so I'm in a pretty good position. Man, I underestimated that Quaxley. Again, I thought they were just trolling, but that was a pretty good setup they had. Okay, let's see. So we're both down one Pokemon each. So I gotta make sure I use up. Sorry about that. I gotta make sure. Oh man, not this one. Uh, if anyone's really, a couple months ago, I lost a battle here in the channel to a freaking Clodsire, and a friend of the channel. He knows who he is. He watches all our videos. Loves this Pokemon, and we have like a running gag. So he's probably ecstatic right here. He probably wants me to lose now, though. Jesus, I can picture it now. So I'm just gonna go Earth Power on the Gudra. Unfortunately, the Clodsire did protect, so that kind of sucks. But because what it basically I was thinking, I'm just gonna headlong rush because I didn't want to take any chances of this Clodsire doing any funny stuff. Because I'm pretty okay. The Gudra is gonna surf. Man, my Pokemon tank it though. Again, thank goodness for the sun being out. Unfortunately, Flame Orb is going to do some damage to Ursaluna. Ah, dang, it sucks. Like I said, I think I might try out a team. I've been seeing like this other one I've been seeing do pretty good. I can't remember the whole thing right now, but I know they're running Ursaluna Blood Moon, and I'm really liking the Ursaluna line, so I might try that team because, like I said, I think it's running like Incineroar, obviously. I haven't used Rillaboom in a while. I really like Rillaboom, probably because I love DK games. And it's basically just vegan DK and Electabuzz and who else? Ursaluna Blood Moon. I might try that team out. Let me know in the comments though, like I said, if you got a suggestion for a team you want to see. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. If you have like a rental team you want to see me try out, leave it in the comments and I'll have that for the next video. Okay, so they're gonna water absorb, but their HP is fully already maxed out. So okay, a crit actually on Marisluna, but I'm gonna protect right here, and this should KO both of them. All right, sweet. Okay, that takes care of not only the Guja but the Clodsire before I can do anything annoying, and that's good for me, because now they have just their Cerulege left, and I still have both my Incineroar on reserve and my Torkoal and my Ursaluna, so I should pretty much got this. So I'm just gonna go for Earth Power and Headlong Rush. Oh no, I'm gonna swap out my Ursaluna first. Okay, never. The reason I did this is because Intimidate will lower its attack by 1. So there's no way its fire moves will be able to do anything to either of my Pokemon because it will resist. And even if it does, I'll just be able to set out my Incineroar next turn because that way, basically, if he knocks out Torkoal, I'll just fake out next turn on their Pokemon since now they're just pure fire, and just have Ursaluna finish them off. So Earth Power is going to do actually pretty good damage right there. So I'm just going to fake out right here and do the same thing like I said, but with Torkoal. All right, Torkoal. Battle's canceled. All right. Okay, cool. So that's actually 2 right there. Let's see if I can keep this momentum going. All right, third game. Man, Torkoal, like I said, is really good. I really like it. I always really liked that Torkoal and Pelipper got like basically a big boost over the years. Because beforehand they didn't have like Drought and I remember when they didn't have Drought or Drizzle. So I've always been really happy that those boosts, those two abilities really boosted their usage. Okay, Rillaboom and a Murkrow. Okay, man, Murkrow's gonna be annoying. So I know what they want to do, so I'm just gonna fake out in the Murkrow and just set up the Trick Room right now. Because I know that Rillabooms like to use like Grassy Glide and stuff like that to try to hit for priorities, so I'm just gonna set it up now. I don't think that really stops priority, but hey, it's something. Oh no, I went for the Rillaboom. Oh right, I went for Rillaboom because they also use Fake Out. They're gonna use Foul Play in my Incineroar. All right, cool. It's set up. All right, let's see. We're both gonna gain max some HP. Okay, let's see here. So, like I said, I'm in an interesting position where I could go for either one, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to take the chance of like. I was basically thinking I'm just gonna knock off because the Murkrow shouldn't be that difficult to take care of later. So I'm just gonna like focus, but no, I ended up switching at the last minute. So they're gonna switch out their Rillaboom. That's fine for me. I just want to knock off some items. They're gonna go out into a Tyranitar. Ouch, that hurts. Tyranitar, like I said, is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam on Murkrow. That takes care of it right there. It was a crit. I wonder if I'm assuming this Murkrow has Eviolite, so I'm pretty sure that crit didn't matter. So lucky me. So Incineroar is just going to use knockoff in the T-Tar. And that's going to remove the Assault Vest. Okay, that's interesting. Because that means the Rillaboom is an Assault Vestin. So I guess it could be like using that one item. What's it called? The the seed that increases grass moves, so that could be it. Okay, so the sandstorm is also set up, so that could be an issue. Man, sandstorm can be annoying. And they're gonna go into their Ursa Luna Blood Moon. Man, that thing is big. So I'm basically thinking, okay, I could just parting shot. Like basically, I'm thinking to myself, I could play the long game and just parting shot in order to deal with my opponent's Pokemon. Like have them, more, basically lower their stats so they won't be able to knock out any of my Pokemon. Or I was thinking I could go for the knockoff, just or the super effect. So, but Ice Beam will go on the hit the Ursaluna. It almost knocks it out, super close. And I'm just gonna go for the parting shot, like I said. So that'll lower the Tyranitar's attack and special attack. I'm just gonna switch out my Incineroar. And I'm gonna go into Torkoal because I want to get rid of that sandstorm. So Torkoal will go out, and the sun will get rid of the sand. That's good for me. They're gonna Rock Slide. Okay, and they're gonna Hyper Voice too. Dang, two moves that hit both. Okay, but I'm gonna gain some, but both of them will be able to gain some HP back. So basically, I'm contemplating right now, which should I do? Should I just protect? Or should, because the Trick Room is set up still, so I could just go for the offense and try to take care of these Pokemon. So I'm going to use Ice Beam just to get rid of the Ursaluna Blood Moon. And I decided just to protect on Torkoal just to really just see what happens. So they were, okay, which is a good thing I did because they did withdraw their Tyranitar. Okay, so they're gonna go back into their Rillaboom. So like I said, I'm just gonna protect on Torkoal. All right, their Ursula Bloom also protected, so that kind of sucks for me right there. But that does mean next turn it won't be able to, and the dimensions are still the same. So basically, what I was thinking to myself, I could just use eruption to try to do some damage on the Rillaboom, but Torkoal's HP is already super low. But I was thinking, okay, I can just do this because the sun is out, and Torkoal. I decided to try the charcoal on my Torkoal this week because I've been using the eject pack these last few weeks, but I wanted to try the charcoal, so I was thinking eruption should take care of it. And I guess they thought the same thing because they switched out their Ursaluna Blood Moon to go back to the T-Tar. So unfortunately, though, this means eruption won't really be able to knock anything out this turn, but it will do some pretty big damage to the Rillaboom. And I did use Ice Beam on Rillaboom, and I also know. Okay, luckily, I already remembered that T-Tar was holding the vest. So I was thinking, okay, Eruption plus Ice Beam should knock it out. Because they're both super effective moves. And it did. So that's good for me. But unfortunately, the sand is back up. But luckily, they're already down two Pokemon. So they can't switch out their Tyranitar anymore. So I don't have to worry about that at least. So luckily, I already know their last Pokemon is Ursaluna Blood Moon. And that's what they're going to go into. So I was thinking, you know what? I'll just leave my two Pokemon in this turn because I don't want to remove them just yet. But I was also thinking to myself, I could just go into Incineroar because they're both Tyranitar is a physical attacker, so Incineroar would just lower its attack, and the Ursaluna Blood Moon should be taken care of right now thanks to my Porygon. And I'm thinking I might just go for that. So I'm going to take back Torkoal, and I'm going to go out into my Incineroar. So Incineroar will lower the attack of Tyranitar and Ursaluna Blood Moon. And okay, so they're going to terrestrialize their let's see. Okay, their Ursaluna Blood Moon. So basically, they just want to get rid of the the ground weakness. Makes sense. So they're going to do that. And they're going to go for Hyper Voice. This might not get... Okay. Oh, okay. It didn't knock anything out. I don't know why I thought that. And the citrus berry is gonna kick in, and my Incineroar is gonna get a boost of HP. Okay, that's good for me. We're going for low kick though. My Porygon 2. Man, this. Thank goodness for the what's it called? For the Intimidate, because I think if I didn't, that might have knocked out my Porygon 2. And Ice Beam is gonna finish off the Ursaluna Blood Moon. Okay, cool. Just like last time, I pretty much got this now. So I'm just gonna keep in Tyranitar and Porygon 2 and just do some damage. So because it didn't hit last turn, I'm just gonna fake out and just recover right here. Mainly because again, you never know what can happen, so I didn't want to take the chance. So I'm just gonna take this turn. Okay, sweet. Flinch. I'm just gonna take this turn to like give my make sure my Pokemon have some more longevity. So Sandstorm is still gonna hit though. Man, that thing's annoying. Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, I could just parting shot again or knock off, just get rid of it, whatever item it has. And I'm just gonna switch out in back into Torkoal to remove any weakness. I mean, not weakness, to remove the sand because this sandstorm is annoying. Okay, cool. All right, so now that brings out the sun. They're gonna go rock slide. I already knew ahead of time that my Torkoal was gonna die, but man, this thing came up so many times. The Torkoal is super good. It's super cool. Okay, so I'm thinking I could go into my Ursaluna. I could protect this turn and just headlong rush in. That should easily take it out. So let's see. I'm like, you know what? The sun is out. I'll just go for Flare Blitz to just in case the headlong rush didn't knock it out. So they're gonna rock slide. That's gonna take care of my Incineroar, but that's cool because that means my Ursaluna is free to hit. You did your job. Let's see. Yep, headlong rush, and that takes care of the T-Tar. Again, sad. I really like T-Tar. But that does get me the win. All right. So that's all three games. Actually, I'm really liking this team. Like I said, I think I'm going to use a different one next week. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. And I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend and take care. Bye.